Well guys, I finally did it. Yes, you guessed right, I finally picked up a proper camera. So this right here is the Sony A7 IV. It's a 33 megapixel full frame camera and I have been wanting this for the longest time. Earlier this year, I picked up the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which has obviously been great for my videos, but this time around we're stepping it up the notch and I can't wait to test this out and see what I can actually do with it. So with that being said, let's head straight into the unboxing. So opening the box, the first thing you're greeted with is some paperwork in different languages, which include the manuals as well. I'll be putting this aside. Next up, you get the camera strap. Pretty decent quality if you ask me. And there's a plug adapter and also a USB-A to USB-C cable that's mainly used for charging and file transfer. And finally, the star of the show, the Sony A7 IV itself. Man, this feels good to hold and also feels pretty solid as well. And of course, right there, that's the 33 megapixel full frame sensor. And down there, you've got the battery backup as well. So we're going to be setting this aside. And for the rest items inside the box, we get a charging brick and also the battery, which we're going to be putting in later and turning it on. So one of my favorite things here is the fully articulating screen, which you can flip all the way around, and this is perfect when you're recording yourself because you can make sure you're always in frame. So now let's pop the battery in and power on this beast for the first time. So on startup, you're greeted with the usual Sony setup screen. So I'm going to be pairing it up with the Sony Creators app by scanning the QR code, and it's going to take me through a couple of steps which are pretty straightforward and easy to get by. So if you don't have a Sony account, you might as well create one. And it also takes you through the step of installing the Sony monitoring control app, which you can use to control and monitor your footage on your phone, which is really handy to be fair. Now that's all sorted out, here are some of the key specs of the Sony A7 IV that I really like. I'm going to be leaving it on the screen for a couple of seconds so you can have a look what they are. So we all know a camera isn't much without a lens. So I picked up the Tamron 28-75 f2.8 zoom lens for Sony E-mounts. You want to make sure you check to pick the right mount for your camera. So inside the box you get the usual paperwork and then the lens itself. It looks and feels real solid. Tamron even has a utility software to update the lens frameworks if needed as well. So carefully removing the body cap, I'm gonna attach the lens to the camera. I'm gonna admit the first time I did it, I didn't quite line it up properly, but once you hear that click, you know it's in properly. So this actually has some weight to it now that the lens is attached to it, and it feels really solid and looks pretty great as well. I also did grab an ND filter, which basically acts like sunglasses for your camera. So the one I grabbed is a 2-in-1 combination of an ND 4-64 filter and a CPL circular polarizer filter from K&F Concept. This is really useful for controlling the lights that goes into your camera during outdoor shooting and also managing the reflections using the CPL filter. And lastly, I picked up a CFexpress Type A card from Lexar. They are crazy fast, going up to 800 megabytes per second read speed and 700 megabytes per second write speed. I went with the 160 gig version because they are on the pricey side. The Sony A4 has 2 slots, one for the CFexpress Type A card and the regular USH 2 SD cards, and the other slots just for the USH 2 SD card slot. So you've got quite an option in that aspect. So that's my full unboxing and my first setup of my Sony A7 IV, and honestly I'm super excited to start shooting with this. I even took a couple of text pictures and I'm gonna put them on the screen right now, and I'll be testing the camera over the couple of days. And yeah, so stick around for more content. That's all for now. If you have any question, please leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and tap on the subscribe button. Peace.